Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of Daylight in the Swamp Outdoors. In today's episode, we're taking a closer look at a buck we call Bullseye. We first picked him up back in velvet season, and ever since then, he's had us guessing. We compared him to bucks from last year, trying to figure out where he came from, but the more we watched, the more we realized that he's probably just a brand new buck on the property. What makes Bullseye special is how perfect he is. He's a clean frame 10 point and perfectly symmetrical, and he's just one of those bucks that stands out. It didn't take long for him to become our most frequent visitor on camera. Today, we're going to break down his story so far, what makes him unique, and why he's quickly become one of our favorites. I saw him on Friday night, the first hunt of my Rutcation trip. Gerald and Kyle saw him the next morning, but one hunter hasn't seen him. That would be my dad, Brad Nitkowski. He has not seen Bullseye yet. So get ready, because this is one buck that you are going to want to follow along with us.
I just had one of our shooters come. He was about 30 yards, and a branch was in my way. I couldn't shoot. I mean, he never stopped. He was out here searching in the field. It was Bullseye.
Fast forward 1 week to November 8th. Bullseye had only been seen one other time throughout the rest of that week. And the only two people that have saw him are Kyle and Brady, who were already tagged out on that day. So, it was November 8th. So the boys had to take their second annual trip to the bar, Brass Monkey. We went for lunch and got a little bit of a late start to the woods. Brad and Gerald were ready to hunt, though. And although that we got into the woods late, it was a magical hunt, to say the least. As we got to the property, nobody knew where they were going to sit. Brad decided to sit BBC, Gerald ended up deciding to sit his old reliable, Old Climber, and Brady decided to sit at Corn Cobs for an observational sit. Brad had saw the first two deer movement. It was two does, and Gerald had saw some does just after. Brady still hadn't saw anything, though. As he was scanning, he saw a tail move down in the woods, and well, he texted the group chat right away. Dad, big buck coming. Get your bow in hand. Coming from the west. Just saw him. Nobody responded. They all texted me separately. My dad didn't have his phone out as he had two does in front of him. So, now I will read the text between Brady and Gerald. Brady texted Gerald. Gerald, he is huge. Please triple D. Please triple D. Although it wasn't triple D, I thought it was. It was our legendary buck, Bullseye. I said, just saw him walking behind towards Dad. Holy crap. Gerald said, holy crap, following a doe? I said, no. He might be going to river. I'm shaking. He's so big. At this point, I took a video of myself just so I could capture the excitement, because I knew my old man is finally going to catch up and kill the biggest buck of his life.
Come on, Dad. Come on. I just shot I don't know who he is. It's a pretty good one. I think it's down. I just called the boys. We're gonna reconvene at the truck. See what he is. What? Oh, I gotta look over here. I'm nervous. So he come in, chasing two does, grunting. He was behind a tree, and I had to stop him. I think he's down. I gotta circle back, and then meet the boys at the truck. I don't know who he is. Bye. So I'm sitting there bored, and we talked earlier about getting this Airbnb again. So I sat down my water. It was good water. And I made the Airbnb for next year. I said, screw it, we're not gonna. So I looked over, and there's two does. Text the boys, 40 yards. Does, that's good. Well, they came in, she come in, and she was there forever and ever and ever and ever. And then a little bit smaller one went up to the glands, partial glands, and where I put the tinks and everything, it was just smelling. She would never come in at all. And this doe was there forever and ever and ever. I'm getting bored. And I heard a brrrr, brrrr. And of course, now I turn my tack cam on my bow, and he's coming in, and I'm like, oh, he's good. And I got it on my scope, and I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. And coming from the southwest, a deer comes running right across. I'm like, I thought it was probably another buck. Well, he was coming in. He starts going for her, or him, whatever it is. And the doe comes across probably 15 yards from me, squats down, and she's ready.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay,
Oh, baby.
here we go. He kind of circles around, and he comes in. I'm like, to myself, I'm thinking, is that 20, 30? I don't care. I had him on. It felt like 20 seconds. And there's a little limb, not right at its vitals, but it was like, Brad, don't, in my head, Brad, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm like, I want to get one in so bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. And he took a step, and I hope he stopped. I think he stopped. And let him have it, and it sounded good. I couldn't see where my arrow, I just couldn't. It was light. And he went over maybe 40 yards and then stopped. So I couldn't really see him, and then finally, my scope, I could see his horns to get the tack that came on there. I'm looking at him. And then I think he did one of these numbers, and then did one of these numbers, and then one of these numbers, and I think he went down. Yeah. So then I called Brady first to not get in trouble. Look at the blood. Someday I'll be alone, okay? I won't have my friends. Right there. It's all over, baby. I'm gonna get right over this, and he's gonna be down right there. It's all over, baby.
Let's take it. Look at all of you. Good one. Right straight ahead.
Yeah, straight ahead.
He's going right that way.
Bitches.
Yeah. Right there, baby.
How about right there?
Right there.
Right there.
Who's that? Shit balls.
Is that bullseye?
That's bullseye.
I didn't know if he was good. Are you sure it's bullseye? Is that bullseye? Bullseye. Oh. Hey, you guys saw him, but I killed him. Oh my god. Look at that. Right by River Crossing. He almost got to me. Oh my god.
Right through the boiler works.
The biggest buck ever taken on this property is going out. Bullseye.
We had a very easy track and a very easy drag. There was blood scattered all over the ground and all over trees. And even the worst blood tracker known to man, Brad Nikowski, could follow this blood trail easily. It was a fun night. It was a great night. It was even a historic night. Bullseye is down.
All right, Brad. Congrats, my friend. Great buck. It's one more down. So now that we're 3 for 4 and all the pressure's on me, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, buddy. God bless you. Congrats on the deer, man. I got work to do. I gotta go.
Congratulations, Dad. Proud of you. You were the last one to see this deer, but you were the one to capitalize on him. It's a beautiful buck, mature Ohio deer, and I'm so glad I was here for it. Congrats.
Congratulations to Dad here on this beautiful buck. Target number 2 for us. A lot of hard work, time, effort, money spent to bucks like this. So Gerald's next for Triple D.
As you can probably guess, Gerald did not complete the chance at a 4 for 4 year. Although he didn't, Southern Ohio came with many memories, laughter, and joy. We cannot wait for the 2026 season. But until then, thank you for watching the 2025 edition of Daylight in the Swamp Outdoors.